Today is September 4th, 2022. On a Sunday, it is 1:37 p.m. in the afternoon. I have a message to any stranger that sees this video. Don't even bother thinking about subscribing. Nothing personal. This YouTube channel is dedicated to a friend of ours who used to live with us in this house. I'm not going to mention any places or any names to keep everything private because I know how she is. She's very private and likes to keep things confidential, and that's exactly what I'm going to do in this video. Since February 2022, I've been going through a major case of nostalgia with all the things that we did together, you, my wife and I, all the neat, cool things, our 2 children, and your son. You met my wife 400 miles away from here where you live, and y'all 2 became very good buddies and pals. Then my wife moved back over here, bought this house, and after we moved to this house, you came over here and visited a few times for different years, from the year 2013 to the year 2017. In June of 2014, you came for a month, and we enjoyed having you here. Everything went very well between you, me, and my wife, my 2 children, your son. Really enjoyed having you. We wanted to make you part of the family. April 2017 came. You moved into the house here. You stayed here for 6 months, and I moved you out of this house in October 20th, 2017. When you first got here, I was very excited to have you here, everything very well, and to have you as part of the family. I started to get to the point where I was starting to get very upset. You have issues. I have issues too as well. Everybody makes mistakes. You make mistakes. I make mistakes. We all make mistakes. We all have baggage. You have quite a bit of extra baggage. Me too, but not as bad as yours. I took the issues that you had way too far. I was a big jerk and a big punk and a big a-hole, pardon my French, the way I was towards you, yelling at you, shouting at you at every meeting, every Friday that we had. We had meetings every single Friday. I believe it was August of 2017. I pounded my hand hard on the table like this, bam, and yelled the crap out of you. I felt really bad for what I did by yelling at you. I could have handled you so differently. I could have done this with so much respect and kindness for the issues that you have. Your sister tried to help you. We tried to help you. I contacted your sister. I sent 3 SOSs. I did not want to push it any further. So I decided I wanted to do it this way to see if I can get a hold of you, because we know that you're out of reach. My understanding is you take off, you cut contact once in a while here and there. And this is one of them. I don't believe that you're going to come back ever again, I don't think. And I'd be surprised if you did not, as far as your family goes. But I would like, while my wife and I would like to be friends with you again. We want to give you the respect that you deserve. And if you need any help, we like to help you. We're limited on help, but we will do the best we can. And it can be like what it was back in 2017. That is for sure. The big prick the way I was, the jerk the way I was, taking it too far. Yes, you need help. The help that I did was way too far. I want to apologize for the way I was towards you, taking it so hard and so strict on you. I want to ask you to forgive me for how far I took it with you. I'm very sorry, and I apologize for that. Yes, you had issues too as well. I forgive you already. That's already been done. I want to do my part to make what's not right, make it right. That's what I want to do. And as long as I did everything I can possibly do, then I can feel good about myself saying I did what I could the best I could. When I dropped you off over at your next place, October 20th, 2017, I want nothing to do with you. I thought you were worthless. I thought you were the scum of the earth. I thought you were a nothing, a nobody. I thought all these negative things about you. And I held a grudge against you. I didn't realize that grudge was holding me down. It was tearing me up. And when February 2022 came, all of a sudden I felt something. Like, what is this right here? What is happening to me? Why? What? I feel something about you particularly. Okay. I thought I have this, something's going on. I need to act on it. I know what it is. I have this negativity that was in me thrown out, relieved. Time cures all the negativity that I had towards you. Getting rid of all the negativity of how worthless I thought you were. I threw it all out. I decided to have compassion for you and have respect for you. And because of this, I start to learn from you, even though you're not around. My wife and I, we had a friend that we met in December 2007, 400 miles away, close to where she met you originally. And to this very day, we're still good buddies with her. And there was a time when we didn't speak to her at all, back in 2010. But then we got back on track, and now we're buddies. My wife, not mention her name, she texts her here and there and calls on the phone. They speak. And she's an absolute wonderful friend. All of our friends that my wife and I have, they're all females. I don't know why. It's the way it is. I made a whole bunch of videos. I made part 1, part 2, and part 3. And I sent them to your sister, asking her if she can send them to you, especially part 1, part 2. Part 1, I showed, and 2 and 3, I showed to my closest family members, my closest friends, and I showed it to them in a mass text. Part 2 was a huge blockbuster. Yeah, it was really well, especially part 1 is pretty good too as well. My mother cried on part 1. And part 2, yeah, I did an excellent job there. And I wish you can see these videos to see what kind of heart I have now, especially what kind of heart I have for you. There's other new friends that my wife and I have made friendships with. Well, it kind of started to go sour, like this one here recently. But I'm not going to let that go sour, because I'm going to keep a positive attitude towards her. Another female friend again. Her children, and it has something to do with her children too as well, especially. Okay? I'm not going to be that way. I'm going to say no. That's where the children, the 2 boys are. They're not adults. Their teachers, their parents. And if their parents lack wisdom or lack training for their children, you know what? So be it. Oh well. My mom, there's 5 of us. She couldn't handle all 5 of us. Especially with my ADHD as a child in elementary school. No. So I don't criticize any mother who cannot control their children. A friend of ours that you met her, another female, right before I moved you out, they moved in, and she told me that she met you. This past December, I was over at their house by myself. I was not with my family at all. And I saw everything that went on. They have 5 children, him and her. And I thought about it, and I looked, I saw everything what happened that goes on behind closed doors. And there's no way I'm going to be judgmental towards her or him too as well. Both of them. He was sitting there on the phone on the couch, and she was yelling, shouting from the top of her lungs with the children. They have 5 of them, all very young. They're all like less than a year apart. And I thought to myself, I want to go and help. I want to go and do something. There's a mother that has a child, children. They can't handle them. I would love to go there and help. But I don't want to step on anybody's toes at the same time. I never said this before. And I don't think I've ever said this in any of the videos that I made, that I sent to your sister. I absolutely admired your son. I admired him. I baptized him. And I thank you for letting me baptize him. The last meeting that we had before I moved you out, I didn't have any criticism for him. It was towards you only, because he's a student, you're the teacher. And like Mr. Miyagi says in the movie Karate Kid, no bad student, bad teacher. Okay, I was attacking you. I shouldn't have done that. I should have handled you, like I said before, I should have handled you so differently. I should have done it the right way. I should have done it with compassion, with love too as well. Okay? Because if we love somebody, we want to serve them. We want to do the right thing, and we do it the right way. If we love somebody, we're going to do it the right way. Okay? I did not have any of that for you. Okay, I know it sounds kind of weird and bizarre or whatever, but that's just the way I see it and how I view it. There's so much I want to say right now, but I already have it on video number part 1, 2, and 3. It's already all in there. I can't put all this into 15 minutes of video, 45 minutes into 15 minutes. I can't do that. So I wish you can see these videos, and I hope you see this. I hope you run into this video. And anybody who subscribes to this YouTube channel, Bye. I don't want this. This has nothing to do with you. I'm not gonna have you follow me and see how things go, because this is the only video that I'm gonna make. Call me crazy. Call me a nut job. Not speaking to you personally. I am, yes, going through major case of nostalgia. Absolutely. Just going back in time and remembering all the neat, cool things that we did. I now cherish those memories now. I now thinking, what could I have done more? I could have done more to help you out, especially with your son doing a school over here and you go into your job, and how much money you pay for transportation, $20 versus $3. And had I gone and picked up your son from school, you could have gone to get $3 to get over here, but you with $20 to go straight over there and go pick him up. And I could have done. There's so much. There's so much I could have done to help you out. I could. The word love, yeah, that conquers everything. That smashes all negativity, all greed, all corruption, being a big prick and a big jerk the way I was. I'm not the same person I was anymore. There's other people that we know that, that we associate with, or in this organization we're with, and there's issues over there. I don't be that way towards them at all. My wife is saying, well, and I said, well, so that's just the way it is. That's just the way they are. They're lacking they lack wisdom. They lack knowledge of how to raise a child or children. I hope you see this video. Our cell phone numbers are the same. The house address is still the same. We tried to move out of here to across the other side of the country. It's not worked out. My wife's gotten her dream job working from home, and it's been a huge blessing. So we're going to probably be here a good while. Unfortunately, I don't like this place, this area that we live in. My wife and I, we took you to church. Actually, she took you to church originally because I did not know you. Now I know you. And we were your number one fellowshipper. And because we're number one fellowshipper and you're down into the negative, now you don't have a good fellowship anymore. And so I take responsibility for that, for your salvation, because I did not do my job. I did not do what I was supposed to have done, doing it the right way, and have compassion towards you. And for the issues that you have that took way too far. Yes, you had issues, like I said before. Yes, I could have taken it so differently. I keep stressing it over and over again. Nostalgia that is going on in me, in my heart, the things that are going on down memory lane, and remembering all these things, and the pictures and the videos that I have too as well. Nostalgia is huge on my mind. It is big. I was extremely self-centered and selfish when you lived here in the house here with my wife and 2 children. I was extremely selfish and greedy, self-centered, hard-headed. Everything that I accused you of, I'm guilty of too as well. And that's pretty much all I gotta say. I wish you the best of luck. Hope you come around. Hope you see my video. That's all I gotta say. Thank you for your time.